I know how this rabbit hole goes for most people. Something happens where you decide you want to make a change with your health, whether that's weight loss, just feeling better, more energy, whatever it is, but your mind goes to cardio. When you think of cardio, you think about that Peloton you've heard so much about. So you think about buying a Peloton, maybe a Peloton competitor, or maybe a build your own Peloton. All great options. But the one problem is, you didn't think outside of bikes. Now, bikes aren't bad. They offer great cardio. But you need to at least consider something else. Rowers. And when it comes to rowers, I've seen the concerns people have in the comments of my videos. They are boring. And I was in this boat as well. I bought a plain Jane rower a long time back that didn't have a connected fitness screen to it, and it was just the rowing experience, and I was bored out of my mind. And honestly, it did not last long and I sold it. I knew I wasn't gonna stick to it. There's no reason to keeping it. But things have changed. Before Peloton slapped that fancy monitor on a bike, bikes were pretty boring too. And now a whole lot of these rowers have fancy monitors attached to them as well, making the experience a whole lot more enjoyable. But first, we need to make sure you're gonna enjoy the rowing experience, but we'll come back to those screens. With indoor cycling bikes, you sit and you ride. You zone out. It makes it a very simple exercise. It's still exciting. There's still a lot going on, but the motion, the involvement, the things you have to do are very simplified. And that is a draw for a lot of people because it's just easy to zone out and get your workout in. With rowing, it's a little bit more involved. You push, you extend, you pull, you reverse, and then you have to repeat that motion. So mentally, you kind of have to work on your form. There's a few more stages to the movement. So you do have to be a little bit more engaged, which one might argue makes it a little bit more exciting because you're not just sitting there and cycling. But that's something you have to ask yourself. Which type of workout for cardio would be the best for you? Which one would you be most likely to stick to and keep utilizing? Second, you need to understand the difference between the exercise types. On a bike, it's cardio and legs. On a rower, it's more involved. There's more muscles being engaged, and it's a more whole body exercise. Your legs are extending and pulling back in using all those different leg muscles. Using your core and your back heavily as you extend, lean, and pull in those arm muscles, which then engage shoulders, arms, back. And so a lot of your muscles throughout your entire body are being engaged. So it's fantastic cardio, but also more of a whole body workout. So I would actually give the edge to rowers as far as the quality of workout. But obviously, this only goes as far as you're going to use it. And yes, I'm circling back to my first point, understanding the workout types and if you're going to enjoy them and what you'll stick to, because even though I might think rowing is better as far as an exercise quality, if you're not gonna be able to stick to it because it's not your type, well then it's pointless. Now in the no longer being boring part, just like Peloton made bikes exciting, all of these offer different things that make them no longer boring. Now I have videos on each one of these if you want to learn more, and I also have a video comparing all four, but here are the cliff notes. But first, if you're finding this helpful or interesting in any way, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps so much, and I definitely appreciate it. Thank you. Also, if you do want to learn more about any of these rowers, I'll post all links down below to the products, the videos, the comparisons, all that good stuff, so I'll have you covered there. Just look there. First up is the RW900, which is NordicTrack's top-of-the-line rower powered by iFit. So if you've ever used anything iFit powered before, you already know what this experience is like, just in a rower format. So you're gonna have all that rowing content, you're gonna have the map your own routes, you're gonna have live content, which I don't see anything scheduled right now, so I don't know if that's only seasonal. I don't know what the story there is right now, but I wanted to make that clear. But just all that normal, good iFit content that you expect from them. So that could be a great option if you know you already like how iFit's structured, or if you have other iFit items, so you can have them all under one subscription. Next up, Hydrow, often called the Peloton of rowers. And I think this has to do with how well built it is end to end. The machine is fantastic, the content is fantastic, user interface is fantastic. So if you want instructor-led content where you feel like you're on the water rowing with them and you want to be top of the line end to end, Hydrow is a great option worth looking into. Ergatta, a beautiful rower that is also the only water rower in this group, which offers more of a natural, organic row, if you ask me, and I do really like how this one feels. But also, it's not like the others in that it's not instructor-led. It is gamified, meaning you're gonna be racing others, you're gonna be playing games, you're gonna be doing skills challenges that teach you how to row better and learn how to control the row as far as power versus speed and things like that. They do it in a fun way that makes it engaging and exciting. So a big decision on your end is, do you like gaming Or do you like instructor-led? Because the Ergatta is gonna be fully gamified, only gaming, no instructor-led content, but it is an absolute joy to use. And last up, Aviron, the other gaming rower. But the rower itself is more comparable to the Hydrow as far as the feel and the structure goes. But it has the gaming side of the Ergatta. So each one of these offers something a little different to help you match what you might be most interested. Now in the Aviron, variety is the name of the game. There are so many ways to use this. They have just loaded so many things that I'm not gonna even get close to covering all the options or things loaded into the machine. But just so many different types of game types, racing, things you can do with it. Streaming services, YouTube if you want to watch it. You can sit back, work out, and watch a show. Scenic rides, they're working on a multiplayer platform. This thing is endless. Watch the video on it. I am not going to do it any justice in this short little cliff notes section, but variety is the name of the game when it comes to Aviron, and you're never going to get bored. You feel like you can do something new almost every ride. It's that unique and has that much going for it. Now, I've heard so many times in my comment section that someone says they got a rower and it wasn't connected fitness based and it was too repetitive. It was the same motion. They got bored quickly and it was out of there. But when it comes to comments about connected fitness rowers like these, it's almost completely the opposite. People say they are completely engaged. They love the experience. It keeps them coming back and they truly get excited to go do an exercise, which says a lot about it because people don't want to exercise. So if something is so fun that you actually look forward to something you normally wouldn't, that says a lot about the product. And that's what a lot of these bikes and rowers offer. So the trick's gonna be finding the right one that matches your exercise personality because each one of these is truly different. And again, that's where my more in-depth reviews and my comparisons are gonna help you out more. This is just kind of a getting started, help you understand the options, and you can go from their options. So check that description down below. And I'll wrap this up by saying, the bikes are awesome, but the rowers are as well. So don't exclude them when you're looking into the best option for you. Please take a second to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you just like staying on top of cutting edge products and want to know when things come out that might be interesting in the health and technology space. But until next time, here's to a healthier you, and have a good one.